Why is your door closed? I guess because your car's too close.
Can't do it.
Terrible timing.
Well, that was a movie.
Hello and welcome back to the second edition of Voice Only, Audio Only First Thoughts. I'm Simon, this is Justin. Say hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
And today we're giving our first thoughts on Toy Story 5, which I have now seen more than half of the Toy Stories in theaters. Because the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Toy Story 2. I did not see Toy Story 3 in theaters, but I've seen 4 and 5. Yeah, so obviously, I don't think we need to explain what Toy Story is to anybody. I think everybody knows what it is. It's one of the most popular and successful franchises of all time. I think some would argue it's been going too long, but my reaction each and every time there's a new one is, why is this happening? Oh, well, it was good, so who cares? How do you feel, Justin?
Yeah, that's kind of how it went. I still question why we ever continued after 3, but you know what? Money, and they're still fairly enjoyable, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, they are. I would say, I think there's definitely a drop-off after 3.
Pretty steep.
But they're still all good. We talked about this before. I think 4 has a reason to exist, much more so than this one, because the plot of 4, because the reason everybody didn't want anything after 3 was 3 had a perfect ending that just wrapped up everything.
Best ending.
And it was perfect.
Phenomenal.
And then the point of 4, how I took it, was to say, there is no such thing as a perfect ending. Things just keep going. And I really enjoy that. It sucks to have a perfect trilogy ruined for that, but I get it. Also, they did it because of money. I'm not
I was gonna say,
blind to that fact.
I'd love to feel the the artistic purity there of just we feel there's no happy endings rather than just money.
But to be fair, at least it's true though, and they made a good point. This one feels completely unnecessary, but it's as unnecessary as a nice bowl of ice cream. Because I enjoyed every scoop. I had a really good time. This movie's funny, it's earnest, there's good acting, voice acting, and it still feels fresh enough. Yes, I know it was frozen in the freezer, you pulled it out, scooped it out, put it in the bowl, but it's fresh enough to me. I enjoyed it, I was happy to have it again. Is it the worst one of the 5? Probably. But, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I laughed. I cried. It moved me, Bob. It's not as tear-jerky as 2 or 3 were, but it has some sentimental moments that I really enjoyed. There was moments with the actual human characters that I was really happy to see. I thought, it was interesting. Every Toy Story movie has grown up with its audience, and the messaging has followed suit.
Right.
Because the first one, obviously, it's just for kids. Nothing more needs to be said. The second one is about, things change and you can't, trust everybody that you think you can, but hey, we're expanding and there's some good and some bad in the world. The third one is about growing up, which is why it's kind of... I know we've talked about this before. A lot of people consider the third one the best one. I am wholeheartedly on the bandwagon of the second one as the best one, hands down. Which is rare. I'm glad you were with me there. I'm glad you're with me.
I didn't know it was rare. I thought that was the popular opinion.
I think it's actually ranked 3rd by most people, which is just wrong. It is 100% better than 3. If you like the first one more, I get it, but I think the second one is definitely better. But anyway. But it is the lowest rated of those 3.
Wow.
Which is wrong. It's just wrong. But anyway. Then the 4th one, like I said, now, because Toy Story 3 is growing up, but college age. It's about moving on from your toys. It's about growing up. It's a little bit repetitive of 2, if we're being frank, because Jesse's already gone through that, but now all of the cast is. And then 4... is we're getting even older now, and it's because the toys are growing up too and going separate ways, and it's kind of like, yeah, we had that perfect, amazing moment. It's kind of like graduating high school. Like, we're all like in this together, and isn't life great, and we're off to bigger and better things. And then the fourth one is the reality of like, oh, you know, when you're an adult, people go different directions, and it's not always easy. Like, there's good happy endings, but not all of our happy endings are going in the same direction. Woody and Buzz go different directions, and that's okay. You know, not everybody's happy ending is the same thing. And I was like, okay, I get that, and that's, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. This one now is addressing, well, the same audience as always, but now the audience is parents. And this movie is about being a parent. And that's a very interesting direction for this franchise, but I totally get it. It's where it needed to go, and I enjoyed the messaging behind it, because it's like, without spoiling anything, it is about trying to do what's best for your child without controlling or dictating them, and like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, kind of thing. And I thought it was fun. It was cute, and it was ultimately funny, which is, I think, probably the most important thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And additional plus here, Taylor Swift's song isn't until the credits, so you don't have to hear it to watch this movie. So, plus, thumbs up there.
Just wait till the DVD version puts it in the menu.
Right. God damn it.
Yeah,
Why do you have to ruin everything, Justin?
No more You Got a Friend in Me. It's whatever that last song was.
I knew
it when?
I knew
you were trouble when you were.
Yeah, that's it. I think that was it, actually. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's kind of my basic thoughts. What are your basic thoughts? Or are you like, you're already overthinking this? It's a movie about toys.
No, I'm not. Well, I mean, yeah, a little bit overthinking it. I've understood that Toy Story, grows up with its audience.
Yeah.
I can't wait till movie 6 when it's about the grandparents.
Right. Yeah.
Then the great grandparents, and then everyone's dead, and then. But
yeah, the Toy Story 7 is about dying.
Yeah. Listen, one for every Fast and Furious, okay? We'll keep aging the audience the whole way through. Yeah, I like I said before, I've definitely questioned the existence of these after 3. Mm-hmm. I understand the messaging behind 4. I still don't really feel like we needed the whole movie to get there, but all right. It was a solid time.
Both movies, in a way, kind of feel like a holiday special, Like, this should be like a TV special, not a theatrical release kind of thing.
I could definitely see these as like a Disney Plus movie.
Yeah, not saying that I'm complaining. Like, I enjoyed both. Not bad to have seen either in theaters. I haven't seen Toy Story 4 since it came out, though. And I don't know if I'll watch this again anytime soon. I think, in a way, I had more fun with this than 4. I think 4's probably a better movie. I don't know. They're pretty close to me.
Yeah, 4 might be a better movie. I definitely enjoyed this one more. It wasn't like a crazy margin, but I definitely did enjoy this one more.
Yeah.
I feel like 4 was a bit more coherent in its messaging.
Yeah. This one was also clearly written by people who are not fans of the franchise, because they broke a lot of lore. They also broke a lot of fan lore. And I'm like, that's kind of a spit in the face of the fans. I don't know. I don't remember Toy Story 4 that well, but I felt like there was more adult humor in this than in that one. You just watched it.
I think there was more adult humor in this one. There was some in that one, but I don't remember as much. I will remember that Jimmy Dean gag for a while.
Jimmy Dean, like the,
oh no.
Anyway, we're getting like spoilery by telling jokes and stuff, so we should get into spoilers here, give an official warning. But before we do, I enjoy this movie. I'm torn between a 6 and a 7. I'm not gonna react to that, because I think on an enjoyment level it was a 7. But like, I am peeved that they broke lore and fan lore. I'll get into the actual lore that they break in spoilers, because I feel like that's a spoiler. But it just felt like they disregarded previous movies in some ways, and I was like, that seems I don't know, a little unfortunate.
Yeah, they don't need modern kids to care, and and people our age with kids are trapped anyway. So you know.
Yeah, it felt like they could have done a little bit more research before writing this movie. Is all I'm saying. So I'll probably give it a 6.5, but it's a very enjoyable 6.5 for me.
I might talk myself down, but I feel like I'm gonna go with a 7 for now.
That's fair. That is totally fair.
I enjoyed it, even though I feel like some of its plot elements. Well, okay, some things I just don't really get where it was going, and then in the end, it just. I don't know if it went where they wanted, or. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. And I also give it a bonus point thumbs up for having likable, realistic-ish kids in this movie. I really enjoyed the 2 kids. I thought they were fun.
They were nice. I did enjoy them.
I will say a lot of the acting and conversations between the kids and the parents was pretty contrived, but that's okay. They're not the point of the story. Anyway, we're going to get into spoilers now, so if you don't want anything spoiled, you should click away, go watch it, come back, and we can talk about it then. But don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and follow us on TikTok, because we post there. Sometimes. Not from this, though, because we don't have video, and we're not going to post audio-only TikToks, because that would be just not a hit. Listen, I don't think anybody would care.
I'm sure the algorithms would love it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Start a whole new meta over there.
Yeah. Anyway, well, Meta's Facebook, not TikTok.
Start a whole new meta over there.
Anyway, so my biggest pet peeve is the last time we were introduced to multiple Buzz Lightyears, they all had a firm belief that they were the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
And when they met another Buzz Lightyear, it was earth-shattering to them.
Right.
And in this, they're all just like, oh, we're the Buzz Lightyears together. That didn't make any sense to me.
But you see, those were the old generation models without the shiny lights,
and the Wi-Fi,
alerts, and the Wi-Fi,
and the fucking drone.
And their drones. Oh my god!
You know when you get a fucking update to your software and that turns you into a drone?
That was crazy.
I was like, what the fuck?
The wings just split into 4 and then dropped into place.
They turned into X-Wings and then they were drones. I was like, yes. Let me download that update for my action figure real quick.
Yeah, being a software developer as my actual job, I always love a lot of the tech imagery and coding imagery I get to see in some things. I didn't expect to see it here, but there was some funny stuff. Just some random code and text editors to just send a message to Dad.
Yeah,
when you are the system.
I wasn't entirely sure what we were hacking exactly.
Me neither. All of it's just send a message to Dad.
Yeah.
When you control your own system.
Right. And then hacking the fucking Roomba. I was like, okay. You're not hacking, you're just going on the Wi-Fi. But anyway, everybody knows that Jesse's owner was Andy's mom. Like, that is like quintessential fan theory that's been around forever. And how do you just break that for everybody? That's awful.
I feel like I had heard that theory before.
It's 100% true.
But having rewatched the movies in the last day, I didn't see it.
So the biggest part of it is, so like in Toy Story 1, Andy is playing with, I think it's in Toy Story 2, frankly, but Andy's playing with Woody, and he's wearing his own cowboy hat and riding on like the little play horse and stuff while carrying Woody around. You'll notice Andy's hat is not Woody's hat. It is a differently shaped red cowboy hat. We do not see anybody else with that hat until Toy Story 2, when it introduces Jesse and Jesse's original owner, who also had that hat. And when you see Jesse's owner's mom, she looks very similar to Andy's mom. So possibly that is Andy's grandmother, because the timeline works out pretty good. If this girl is a girl through the 70s, like a child in the 70s, Andy was a child in the 90s. 20-year difference-ish. That seems fairly accurate to me. Why else would a boy have the girl's version of the hat unless it was a hand-me-down?
Listen, sometimes things just look cool, People like to
Also,
put gender labels on
the
things.
toys. Why would he have the toys in general? If the toys are from a 1950s TV series, and it's in the 90s, it's already old.
Listen, I will not discount little children and cowboy stuff.
Sure, granted.
I had little army men and Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, but it's not a
early
specific
2000s.
brand. It's not like you had a specific brand. Like, I mean, obviously, like G.I. Joe, but G.I. Joe continues on. Like, Woody got canceled because it wasn't popular enough.
Yeah, I guess I don't have anything that didn't continue on.
It's not like you had, like, I don't know, what is a comparable thing?
See, the thing, like, all the stuff from, like, that age, like, does it have toys?
Probably. I mean, like,
now
did you have,
like, back when we were kids.
Did you have, like, a Lone Ranger toy?
I don't even think I knew what the Lone Ranger was. I had, like, cowboy toys.
Right, but you didn't have Lone Ranger brand stuff. My brother did, ignore that. But, like...
I mean, maybe if I had watched Lone Ranger as a kid, I might have. Like,
there was a TV show, wasn't there?
The Andy Griffith Show didn't have toys. So,
my family was weirdly into radio shows on tape. Like, I had the original Superman show on tape. My brother had the Lone Ranger on tape. My other brother had The Life of Riley, and he had... what's his name? Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd. We had a lot of, like, these old tape shows or radio shows on tape for some reason. We were a weird family when I think about it, but we were entertained. We were never bored, I'll tell you that. So, where was I? Yes, you didn't have Lone Ranger shit, so it's like, it was nostalgic for his parent to give him this stuff, I'm sure.
I can get that. Again, I will say, I feel like it's a large part of the old media I used to watch didn't have toys or
that you
toys. I mean, maybe if I was into Lone Ranger, I'd have gotten some Lone Ranger toys.
How many Three Stooges collectibles did you have?
I didn't see a Three Stooges outside of the just couple of hit gags until I was like late teenager or mid teenager probably.
Did you ever report your parents for abuse? Because you should have. How do you not grow up on the Three Stooges? What is this world coming to?
Did not put Three Stooges on. Not a bit.
Oh, I watched it all the time, man. Love the Three Stooges.
I got some Sanford and Son. I got some Andy Griffith Show.
That's great and all, but where are the classics?
Okay, start naming some classics.
The Three Stooges.
Okay, they never put that on.
Fucking Laurel and Hardy.
They never put that on.
Abbott and Costello.
They never put that on.
The Road 2 movies with Bob Hope and fucking Bing Crosby.
Road 2. Oh, no.
Yeah, because they did Road to everything. It was like the Road to Tahiti, the Road to Utopia, the Road to whatever. They made one movie that was written for Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. They turned it down. So, like, we need a different comedy duo. Hey, you two, come over here, do this. And it was so successful that they just kept making new movies for them that had nothing to do with each other, except for that they would go somewhere. Yeah. And they were called Road to fill in the blank. Great movies. Well, funny movies. Some of them are great.
And that's exactly how people feel about the Family Guy episodes, too.
Has one of my absolute favorite gags of all time. Marx Brothers, by the way. Watch Marx Brothers at all?
Nope.
Jesus Christ. But one of my all-time favorite gags is, I forget the plot of the Road 2 movie. It doesn't matter. But, like, there's a big whole thing going on with, like, they end up calling in the cavalry. They need the cavalry to come save the day. And so they're riding in like a bunch of Mounties on horses, and it keeps cutting to them and then cutting back to the main characters. Cutting to them and cutting back to the main characters. And then the main characters wrap up the plot and everything is done. And it cuts to the cavalry and they stop riding like, wow, guess we missed the show. Well, maybe next time. It's just like you wasted like 15 minutes of the movie on these guys riding horses that never came into play.
Yeah.
Great fucking comedy. I love that. Anyway, we're so off topic. What movie did we watch? Toy Story 5. And it was funny. They also said shat.
Yeah, no. That was... It's shat! Shat!
It's pronounced shat.
Shat!
Shatland or something.
Yeah.
Also, they practically said ass. They like cut it off before he was done, but he said enough of it.
You know, so he'll wipe your hair, he'll flush your hair.
Something. I enjoyed relationship and plot dynamics with characters. That is, I thought like okay. Yes, I was super annoyed what they did with Jesse's owner. The fact that they ruined that for everybody. But what they did, I still was like, oh, that's cute. Because they got to show, it didn't make any sense how this happened, but they got to show that Jesse's owner, Emily, named her daughter Jessie, and there was an emotional moment with that. Now, why was Jesse's old owner and her daughter visiting this tree that they no longer live by to carve their name into it and bury a lunchbox full of shit? I don't know. I don't know why, but
the tree is off the property, so they get to legally do that.
Yeah, they move far away, as in down the block. So they still come to this park, I guess. I don't know. That scene made me feel something. It didn't quite make me tear up, but when I teared up was seeing the two, I want to say loser, but I'll say loner girls finding commonality with each other. That made me tear up.
What are you talking about, Simon? If you still play with toys at 9 years old, you're a loser.
9.5.
9.5. Even worse.
Right. But no, I was like, it's not a Toy Story movie until you tear up, you know? And that's the thing is, I don't know that Toy Story 4 made me tear up. So, yeah. Then again, Toy Story 1 doesn't make you tear up. But Toy Story 1, that's, yeah.
Yeah, 1 didn't get me. 2...
Oh, 2 gets me every time. The Jessie song. I mean, that song, out of context. I'll hear that song while driving. I need to pull over or I'll die because I can't see from all the tears.
Yeah.
Like, and that song is like the theme of this movie. They play an orchestral version of it in the background for like half the movie.
That song in that movie will get me a little bit.
Yeah.
3, the ending gets me. The ending gets me every time.
I've still only seen the third one twice in my life.
This was either my second or third watching. I think it was my third. But
okay.
Oh my gosh, just perfection, that ending. 4, I don't think 4 really
I don't think 4 got me at any point. I did enjoy it, and I think
there was a little bit
I was sentimental.
at the end.
Yeah, because of the parting of Woody and Buzz.
Yeah.
Which this movie kind of completely undoes in a way.
Pretty much. I mean, I know they live separately, but this movie has basically told me that they can just come back together as much as they feel like.
Right.
So like,
yeah,
who
it's
cares?
kind of just like we're both married,
and we live in like 3 towns over from each other.
Right, or maybe even a different state. But like in an emergency, I can come visit.
It's a different state, but it's Pennsylvania and Jersey.
Right. I don't know. I kind of felt like this could have been like a fly situation, like across the country. But like if I have to, I can fly over.
I guess so. Yeah.
We don't get to see the length of time they're not together, and so it's like it just feels like, for all we know, the events of this movie are a week after the last movie, and it's
I mean, might as well be. She's still
the same age,
basically. Which
I did hear people complain like, why is there no time jump? There wasn't a time jump between Toy Story 1 and 2. There doesn't have to be a time jump every time. It doesn't have to be a real-time sequel. They did that for Toy Story 3.
And that made perfect sense then.
Yeah, there's a time and place for it, guys.
Yeah.
We don't need to complain about everything. But yeah, so, no, seeing the 2 girls play at the end was emotional for me. I thought that worked really well. And it was still funny and cute, because, like, the whole, like, what do you think about my beard? I was like, that's great. That's good. That feels like a real kid. You know, that doesn't feel like, I mean, obviously it's scripted, but, like, it didn't feel fake.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the interactions could be. So I enjoyed that. Yeah, this movie was decent. It was fun. I mean, nothing's gonna be Toy Story 2, but, like,
no.
So
no, I don't think any movie past 3 will beat any of the original trilogy. But I still enjoy them. I did not watch 4 up until today, as of the recording of this video, because I didn't see the point in 4, and I admit.
What video are we recording? Who's recording a video?
Oh yeah, good point. as of the recording of this audio,
podcast.
Yeah. I just I didn't really see the points, and
It's a shame nobody can see how dapper I look right now.
he's dapper, people. Trust me.
I am.
But yeah, I don't know. I might have been missing out a bit on 4, but it's a solid watch. I still don't get. I do feel like the plots are a bit repetitive for the toys themselves. I
Sure.
get it's a different person experiencing this,
Yeah.
and I get that even though Jesse had Andy and had kind of that cleaner giveaway with Andy,
yeah, even in
it's
this
still
one,
traumatic or whatever, but like,
in this one, like, because so Jessie's the main character of this one.
yep.
And so she's reliving trauma because this is now her 3rd time being moved on
Yep.
from, even if she doesn't remember that and says it's her 2nd time. It is her 3rd time. She's bad at counting. She's a toy.
Well, because like she doesn't really count the Andy one because it's so clean now. Like even after being accidentally given away to the daycare, she gets given away to a kid, and I guess that's
Yeah.
fine. That's how they all want to be given away, I guess.
I guess. But anyway, Buzz and Woody's storyline, I almost said Toy Story. Buzz and Woody's Toy Story is them being rivals again. And it's like, I thought we were over this. When was the last time we were bickering with each other?
Yeah,
like this?
and it's the most annoying setup too. Even though it had a lot of funny moments in there with a lot.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about it.
Just the most annoying setup of
shallow.
just a shaky walkie-talkie message miscommunication.
Yeah.
I heard help, need, and extra words in between help, extra words in between deputy.
Yeah.
Oh, which one of us is the deputy? I guess we'll both strike.
Right.
Right.
And also, like, Buzz's, like, hesitation to tell Jessie he loves her kind of thing. I'm like, hasn't this been established since, like, the 2nd movie?
It has been.
They
very
kissed in
much
the 2nd movie, didn't they?
on the
He's
cheek,
like,
I think.
I may not be remembering correctly because I haven't watched them in a while, but I was like, I swear they are like, in a relationship already. What are we doing?
They very much. She knows very much that he's into her, and I'm pretty sure he knows that she. This is just about the proposal. It's just now he's real nervous about the proposal, I guess, which could have been fine. I just didn't need the whole Woody rivalry.
Yeah.
Even though it clearly was just gonna resolve pretty quickly.
Yeah, I didn't need. I mean, I know you can't make a Toy Story movie without Woody, but like they should have. Woody shouldn't have been in this plot.
No, he definitely shouldn't have been. And I was, because I didn't remember the trailer at first, I now remember. As soon as I saw Lily Pad, it all came back to me.
Yeah.
But like, before that, I didn't remember the trailer. I did not know where this was going to go. I knew he had to come back, but it would have been really interesting to see, like, do they just follow Bonnie's toys now? And he's just not one of Bonnie's toys. He's just out there with Bo.
Yeah.
Doing things.
Yeah.
But-
If they were braver.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been involved in this plot.
But no, they have walkie-talkie communication to each other.
Yeah.
And they're close enough that a skunk ride over can get him to the window. You know, maybe a couple of days. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I did think that they handled the technology aspect of this movie well, because it wasn't just like your old technology bad thing. Like, the toys think that. There's actually some funny, like, race commentary in there where, like, devices, oh, what did you call me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I liked how they resolved it by being like, hey, technology isn't bad, it's how you use it. Which, granted, a lot of people have said that at this point, but I thought that they did it fairly well, at least.
I thought they wrapped it up a bit better than I expected how they were going, but it felt a little odd. It was kind of weak to me. I get, you know, the technology is there to help the children and can be there to, you know, help connect them or whatever. But outside of being...
But it shouldn't be the connection.
But outside of being a messaging device, they made the technology very, very, very inferior to toys. It's like those other ones, you know, not Bonnie, the other girl, horse girl.
Yeah, Blaze.
Blaze, yeah. Blaze is 3 abandoned devices from when she was a kid.
But then say they became involved in the playtime. They can be used.
No. But that's the thing. Their biggest value is when they become toys.
Yeah.
You know, they can't. And that's not even their original function. None of their function really matters unless it helps connect, toy play.
Well, I don't think that's entirely true because I think they all the technology's like biggest function ended up being about connectivity because they use them to connect to them. And then ultimately also lily pad is used to, she made a friend that she never would have met otherwise. Right. And that's the point, is like internet and technology helps us connect with people we wouldn't normally be able to. And I think that is something they probably could have leaned into a little bit more. Maybe they could have had Woody be in this movie via some sort of video call at some point and be like, see, we still can have friends that we don't get to see.
Right.
But I think it was trying to say, like, we shouldn't be relying on technology, but it is a helpful tool.
No, I totally get that's where it's going. I do think it undercut the message with having Blaze's toys, or Blaze's technology become toys for that scene, and seemingly find their purpose in being toys rather than technology. Unlike Lilypad, who remained technology and was useful to helping connect the two girls and so that they can play and such.
Yeah, but the other technology was used for communication too. That's how they were able to communicate with Lilypad.
Yeah, but they seemed like they made it seem like their biggest purpose or their biggest happiness in life was to be toys and not to be connectivity. Yeah, sure, they're helping the kid, and yeah, sure, they had to do that in the end because they're in one location, they're in the other location. You need some of the technology to help. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, I feel like that toy scene really undercut the message a little bit on them.
Yeah.
Because it feels like the communication to them is secondary to being toys. As if they could have it that way. You might not get it that way because no kid's gonna really view them as toys like that. But
right. I don't think you'd ever play with.
No, they don't.
Time.
They don't look like. I mean, that one had a face at least, but they don't normally look like toys if they weren't technology for
that one was
children.
A hippo. The hippo.
They're technology for children. They get little faces and such. If they weren't that, they wouldn't have any of that.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I do think that undercut it a little bit, but I got the message of the technology is here to help facilitate us, and it can be used for good as long as we use it right and don't let it absorb us from other stuff.
Yeah, which is better than, like I said, like a lot of people, and I didn't assume this with them, but a lot of people assumed this was just going to be a technology bad boomer thing, and this movie being from the perspective of a parent, like I said.
Yeah.
You thought maybe it could, but I thought it did a good job of being like, when you're a parent, obviously you want your kid to have friends and not just use technology. And so this movie was just showing two parents going like, how the fuck do we do this? Like, we want her to have friends, but the friends that we found are being mean to her, and this technology maybe isn't as good as it was, or we thought it was. Yeah. But oh, look, now she's got a friend. But she doesn't want to talk to her now. I don't know what's happening. Oh, now they're friends again. It's a lot of the parents just going, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, I don't think the parents really care the means of her finding friends and being happier.
They just want her to
if she abandons her toys, they don't care.
Yeah.
If she's got friends and is happy, cool.
Yeah.
If she has her toys and has friends and is happy, cool.
Yeah.
So I get the friends. I don't think the parents really had much role to play in technology good, technology bad, outside of, hey, our daughter's happy now. Cool.
Right. And we're going to put on some protective features on this iPad movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done that too after this.
Yeah.
I would have blocked them at least.
Yeah, I would have fucking said, like, okay, let me talk to your parents.
Oh, no, there would be hell to pay.
Yeah.
I don't know how you handle that as a parent, but there would be hell to pay.
Honestly, frankly, I don't even think for me, and maybe I'm too relaxed, or maybe I'm in denial, but I would be like, to my kid, I'd be like, okay, don't talk to them. If they're mean to you, don't be friends with them. Like, that's the majority of the conversation. For me, then, as a parent to their parents, I'd just mainly be like, hey, look, your kids are being dicks. Like, here's proof, just so you know. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, fuck you. I'm just going to be like, your kids are dicks.
Oh, no, you can't go off on the, at least not the first time. You can't go off on the parents like that. Repeated events. Yeah, okay. You don't know if the parents know or not first. You gotta go in.
Yeah, I'm very much first. Just like a informer. I'm not trying to be hey, I'm just gonna just so you know what your kids are doing.
Listen, your kids are little dicks here, but listen, you can fix this, all right? I don't know if you knew, but let me let you in.
Yeah. That would be my tactic. But
No. They make my daughter cry again, hell's to pay. But,
right. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I had a good time with this movie, though. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was feel good. It's obviously, it's Pixar, modern Pixar especially. It's going to be a little bit schmaltzy and a little bit turn your brain off.
It's Toy Story.
Yeah. I had a good time. And, the adult references are fun.
They were great.
Fucking playing the theme from the Bambi Hunter scene. Man, I was just like, what the fuck are we doing? That was hilarious. That was the funniest part of the movie to me. Because they're just like the Buzz Lightyears on their random subplot that every time they left the movie, I forgot that they were there.
Oh, 100%.
And then you would cut back to them like, oh yeah, these guys.
And I wish they would stay every time until they did.
Well, I was still confused why they all were friends with each other. I was like, shouldn't they all be fighting to the death or something? But anyway, they're just in the middle of the woods, and then they hear hikers coming, and actually, first they're talking to, like, they walk up to this deer, and I'm like, is that Bambi to you? Because it hits the Bambi pose, like exactly like Bambi, and then Bambi like looks up and freezes because he hears them before they do, and so they're all and the rabbit Thumper runs off. I didn't see a skunk, other than
I didn't see the rabbit at first. I just saw the deer,
and they turn and see hikers coming. And they're just playing the Hunter theme. I was like, what the fuck? Is somebody about to die? What is going on? It was so good. It was so funny. I loved it. But anyway.
There's multiple times, like, a mass group of toys had to play toy when somebody passed by.
Yeah.
It's just the most random thing. 50 toys on the side of the road right there? What?
Yeah. That was a Pizza Planet car, by the way, driving by.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see... Oh, what's his name? I'm a fake fan. Sid. I didn't see Sid anywhere in this one. I don't think he was in the fourth one either.
Okay.
I don't remember him in the fourth one. He's in the third one. He's not in the second one.
I think I remember him in the third one, but yeah, I don't recall.
He wasn't in the fourth one. So he's only in the odd-numbered ones. So he should have been in this one, in other words. And I didn't see him. So unless I missed him, we broke the pattern. See, this is why you need fans of the franchise involved in making the franchise. Not entirely, because fans are stupid. You need actual smart, intelligent creatives involved, or in charge. But fans should have input. And there was no fan input, it felt like, on this. We're going to end the podcast. Thank you for not watching, but listening. If you listen, please leave a like. Please share, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. And also follow us on TikTok because we post there. Sometimes. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Pointed over here, went to look at the camera.
I was pointing in your side of the car.
I was like, oh, camera. Sometimes.